here today. Look at outside at our window.
Look how sunny
and how
it is.
beautiful it is. Even after Hurricane Beryl or whatever his name is, came rushing through, making demands left and right of people. But did he stop us? No. Did he take out our power? Absolutely. But what did I do back in his face? Took a nap.
Ooh.
Took a nap. So everything is fine here.
Yeah, but in all seriousness, I've heard there are 7 dead in Texas.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, there's 7 dead in Texas. We're inland by what? 2 hours, 2.5 hours, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So we had very heavy rain, very, very heavy rain all day, and pretty high winds. So lots of, trees down and limbs down and those kind of things. But from what I've heard around here, that's kind of the extent of it, is power and trees. But yeah, seven dead. Houston got hit very hard,
Mm-hmm.
and I think there's a lot of people still without power in Houston. So anyway, our thoughts and prayers, and I believe, from what I understand, it is lessening as it goes. As it goes on. So.
Well, sorry, we have fence guys here this morning. So, well, listen, you guys, I'm glad that y'all are here this morning. Lots to cover. But the first thing that I would like to cover, and I wanted to tell David this, but he is walking out to talk to somebody. Did you guys know that there is another YouTube couple that is really like, yeah, we need our Houston people to check in for sure. There is another YouTube couple that is like huge in popularity. Did you like how I put another YouTube couple? Did you like how I did that? As if when it comes to YouTube couples, David and I are at the top, okay? Not even sort of. But I was watching a TikTok last night, and this woman was talking about, number one couple is the Radkes. But this woman was talking about this girl from the new Netflix series, America's Sweetheart. And her name is Reese. Okay? I'm going to tell you who. Everybody calm down. Okay? Her name is Reese. She's from the University of Alabama, and she's just now gotten married, like in the last week or so, gotten married to her little college sweetheart. And the girl doing the TikTok says, does Reese and her husband, her new husband, remind y'all of Pookie and Jet?
Well,
and now hold on.
Clearly, we would be bigger if we had names like Pookie and Jet.
Okay. Pookie and Jet. Trisha Hanson, I love you. Good morning. And a lot of people were going, who the crap is Pookie and Jet? Okay? But then the same amount of people were like, oh, that's Pookie is what Jet calls her. I think her name is Campbell or Hunt. I don't know if her name is Hunt Campbell or Campbell Hunt.
Oh, either one of those are cute for a girl. Campbell
or Hunt.
If her name's Campbell or if her name's Hunt.
That's cute.
Both of those are cute.
That's cute. The next dog we get, I'm going to call Hunt. That is so cute. Anyway, so I'm like, who are these people invading our turf? So anyway, I looked them up. David, we don't have anything to be afraid of, okay?
They're 20 years old.
100%. They're probably at the most 28, okay? Newly married, beautiful. Him not so much, but she's a stunner. But they're definitely old money. They're definitely, I like in the picture I saw of him, I think he's wearing an ascot. They're definitely
that sounds
old
like
money.
A Jet.
Someone said Pookie and Jet are the essential textbook couple of Ole Miss. Emily Gibbs, do you know, okay, are you saying they are precious about Reese and her husband? Because they seem adorable. I'd pack her in my purse and take her around. But are you talking about Pookie and Jet? Because here's the thing, David. I Googled.
Pookie and Jet. We're here every day, just Pookie and Jet. See, I just gave them their...
Yeah, for real!
If they're already doing this, now they're doing this. If they would just use that, I mean...
Emily, quit just saying words like yes. It's really hard for me to keep up. Are you saying yes about Reese and her husband or yes about Pookie and Jet? You're going to have to write whole sentences. Anyway, I looked them up. Okay, get this. I Google Pookie and Jet. David, video after video after video from E! Entertainment.
Oh, wow.
E! Online News, Us Magazine. They're at movie premieres. They're all that. I mean, they're at all those kind of things, right?
See, we don't have the energy for all that. We don't have the energy for all
then
that.
I'm like, okay, but I want to go to their YouTube and see what they're doing. Now, I searched endlessly for their YouTube, and I thought I found it because I went to her Instagram, which then had a picture of the YouTube button, and I hit it, and it took me to them. They have 665 subscribers. That can't be right. I've got 9,400.
Okay.
Nobody knows me.
Okay, well, first of all, people use the term YouTube sometimes generically.
Oh, really?
How many times has someone walked up to you and go, oh, you're the one that's had the viral YouTube video? Technically, you've never had a viral YouTube video.
Okay, don't tell that to people.
Well, that's not true. You've had at least one or two viral YouTube videos. But they may be really big on Facebook or Instagram or TikTok. Like we have over 1 million followers on those platforms.
Yeah, we do.
YouTube, yeah, we have less than 10. So if someone looked at your YouTube page, they'd go, she doesn't even have 10,000 followers. Well, no, she's had over 1 million followers. So it could be something like that.
Well, dang it.
Maybe.
Well, all I know is...
Or maybe with, the Chrisleys in Communicato, maybe they're becoming, kind of like the new Do you think
younger
version.
Us. What in the world? Do you think USA Network has ever once in a meeting said, now that we don't have the Chrisleys, I sure wish we hadn't treated the Radkes like trash? Do you think that, I'm being honest, do you think they've ever thought that? Like, I wish we had dealt with them more better? Not experimented on them. Remember how they told us, we're just experimenting on it. Do you ever think they think that?
Well, from last I heard, I think all but one person is no longer with the company. Mm-hmm. So they probably have no real recollection of it.
Well,
or definitely from a personal side. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so yeah, if there was somebody there going, man, we should have done that. Remember that family who their premiere beat the Chrisley girls' premiere, but we put more money into the Chrisley girl because of her dad. He's now in.
Right.
What did our river guide say that one year? The state has asked me to stay close this summer. So
I'm here. I normally wouldn't be here, but
I'd normally be in Colorado.
I'd normally be in Colorado doing guides, but the state has asked me to stay close to home, if you know what I mean. Now, everybody, brace for your brace. Okay.
Hey, speaking of that, because it's all in the same family, I didn't read the whole article, but I read about half of it, where who's Quincy Jones' daughter?
Quincy?
No.
Quincy.
Anyway, she's on all the Capital One commercials now, and anyway, she's
Rashida Jones.
Yes, Rashida Jones was saying how terrible NBC treated Parks and Rec. That they never knew, are we going to get renewed? Do we have jobs? What's going? Like they just, and that was a big show.
Yeah.
I by no means am trying to put our
I think you
6
are,
episodes
and I
with
think
Parks and Rec.
And I think you're correct.
But yeah, I was very surprised because that was such a big show at the time to hear that they...
Well, somebody just asked, did we enjoy our time with USA? No. Looking back on it, I did not.
Not with USA.
Our production company, yes.
Our crew.
We could not have asked for better.
Absolutely.
The network only.
Yeah. The network did not have a rudder at the time. And to be honest, and I'm not like trying to reach and pat myself on the back, I had more marketing and digital thoughts than they did as a multi-million-dollar corporation.
That's honestly the truth.
So I don't know how we got off on.
I don't either. Okay.
But yeah, we had a great time making it because of the production company, and and the crew. You know Grizz. We're going to have to go see Grizz.
Okay, don't. I'm.
Okay.
You're just telling me inside stuff now. Can you tell us how scripted your show was? I can tell you exactly. Our show was only scripted in the sit-down interview portions. And I raged against the machine on that.
And it wasn't even that wasn't totally scripted.
That wasn't totally scripted, but they would give me lines that they wanted me to say, and I would say, that does not sound like me. That does not sound, Melissa, we know what we're doing. And those were directives from the network. So that's why I say I did not enjoy USA. But that was it. Everything else, nothing else was scripted, but those interview portions were scripted, and that really bothered me. Of course, there's a very, probably one of our most famous interview portions was when I began to talk like Sofia Vergara, and he was the TV repairman. And that was a perfect example of me going off script, and it worked. So if they had just let me do that more. Anyway.
In fairness, though, most reality shows are pretty heavily scripted because they don't have a Melissa. They don't have a truly creative person that thinks like this and can do that. They may have somebody that has a cool story or a cool angle or a point of view or whatever the case is, but that's all different than like Pookie and Jet. But I don't know if either one of them are like you that can just pop up. I mean, are that truly creative?
Well, I'm going to tell you this. They're missing it. Because if they thought the Radkes were funny when our kids were 9 and 11, they ain't seen humor. Okay? They ain't seen humor until they've seen David and I parent a 16 and an 18-year-old. Out of our element, we don't know what the heck we are doing.
I was actually going to ask you, when do you think we're going to start parenting them? Because
I don't
feel
know.
like
I don't know.
Any of it.
Every year at the beginning of the school year, I say, this is the year I'm going to parent. And then every year in May, I go, I really got to do that. All right. You guys, I made a video this morning, and I was angry when I made it, and my hair was soaking wet, and I didn't have on my lashes, and I just wasn't myself. And I want to redo that video now that I'm level-headed and I've had a little bit of Dunkin' in my system. Okay, I'd like to start again. I'm glad that no one saw the angry video. I'm glad I didn't post it in my anger. In your anger, do not sin, Melissa. But I want to say something to a local news channel. I live in East Texas, and the news channel that I have to
let's just leave it at
watch.
A general.
Don't make me be general, David.
Do you know yesterday?
Don't make me be general.
Do you know yesterday when I asked you a question about something related to like social media, and I said, why won't you do that? And you go, because I'm scared of people. I'm scared of ugly people.
Yes.
Okay.
You are mellowing my vibe.
Don't say something that gives ugly people
You're right.
an opportunity to.
You're right.
Be
I will not say that the news channel that we have to watch is KETK. I won't say that. I won't say that it's in the Tyler Longview area. But y'all, help me, Lord. As Psalm says, put a gate over my mouth.
Okay.
There is a morning meteorologist. He's on every single morning. Now, I won't say his name, okay? Because he's got a mama. He's got a mama and maybe a sister that love him. But y'all, I can't take it. Now, I'm not going to lie. One time I wrote a note to NBC Morning, the Today Show, to let them know that I was not a fan of Ann Curry. And it wasn't 6 weeks later that they let her go. So I like to think that I wield a little bit of power in the mornings. Okay? But y'all, there is a morning meteorologist who dry belches every day. He dry belches every day. Now, I'm an idiot, and even I know that you should start your day, if you're going to be on the television, with just a good old cup of water. But he has said to himself, there ain't nothing in heaven or earth like a hot 2 liter of root beer that I can chug down before I get on here and tell people about the weather. This morning was the absolute hands down worst though. This morning he went like this. Well, everybody, we're safe from Beryl. He has absolutely moved across the plains and we will... Y'all, he did the neck. He did the neck. He went like this. And then there's always a blowout. There's always a blow out of his mouth. Like,
we're having people in the Tyler area confirm this.
Unless
I confirm this. I agree with that.
He dry belches every morning. And unless he is doing the Sprite challenge, we don't want it.
Some days are better than others, but every day he at least has a little pop like that every day.
Now listen.
And some days it's much more deliberate.
You're making me want to vomit.
I don't understand.
What is he eating in the mornings? There has to be some kind of protocol.
And I think this, if by chance, so if this individual happens to hear this,
and he has a digestive problem.
We love you. You might have a digestive problem.
I wouldn't say we love him.
I think they should put some little like ticker across the bottom to just let people know, because then we wouldn't be even talking about this if we knew this was a
digestive issue. Please stay tuned. Digestive issue. Don't leave the channel, y'all.
I'm just saying. I would be, because if somebody says,
there should be a gas ticker.
I'm just saying, a disclaimer, because if he really has an issue and he has really made something of himself, then we would have a whole lot more mercy and grace. But the way they put it in front of us, they keep throwing it in our face like we're idiots.
They don't keep throwing it in our face. They keep blowing it in our face. KETK, listen to us. We know what we're talking about. We've belched on the internet for years.
The disclaimer should read.
The ticker should read, our man can't help this. Ignore the burps. Okay. All right, David. Chop that up. Oh my goodness. You guys.
Hey, this is our, we're going to take a little break for a health segment here. Just giving you a little insight for those of you that are into fasting. You know, they say the best day is always when you have an evening before, when you kind of make your plans. What am I going to do today? I'm going to let my clothes, I'm going to do this. Another thing to do if you're a faster is check your water bottle.
Yeah.
Because I went to bed last night and I had done the little...
Crystal Light.
Little Crystal Light squeezy things in here to make it like lemonade because we're having hot dogs. And went to bed, didn't think anything.
You said that like those always go together. I had lemonade because we had hot dogs.
Well, it's like, celebration, whatever. Doesn't that sound like the 4th of July? Hot dogs, lemonade.
By the way, Hurricane Beryl was coming through last night and David still went and grilled his hot dogs. He really wanted those hot dogs.
But anyway, I was so disappointed. Today was my first day back at the gym. I've been in therapy. I was going to say training. I've been in therapy because of my back surgery. I've still got a couple more weeks, but I wanted to just at least kind of get back in the habit of getting up early. And so I was excited. I got up, I got ready, and I went in there and I just threw some ice and filled it up. And then on the way to the gym, I took a big old drink and realized it was still about half full of lemonade, and so immediately broke my fast. So your health tip is clean out your water bottles before you go to bed.
Because the minute we were done working out, we just drove over to Dunkin'.
Because we had already broken our fast.
I hadn't. What was my excuse?
Have y'all tried the bagel bites? They have like the everything bagel bites, and it's got like a little cream cheese.
David,
it has a little cream cheese.
It has a little cream cheese. Oh my goodness. On another note, you guys, every week I send out a absolutely free email to my email list. It's absolutely free. I share with you what I'm watching, what I'm wearing, what I'm talking about, what I'm thinking about. And it's so easy to become a part of that. You just literally click the link and go and put in your email. But I have one going out this morning at 10 a.m. and it's on a topic that has been haunting me a little bit lately. And I wonder if it might be haunting you. The topic of today's article is called Letting Go of What You Thought Was Going to Happen. And I have a real problem with that. And it's such an interesting thing because we hold so tightly to things, don't we? We hold so tightly. We live our entire lives in a grip of what we have, in a grip of what we want, in a grip of what we expect, in a grip of what we're due. They owe us what we're owed. And we live in this kind of, and I've used this illustration a million times before because it can be used for a million different ways. But we live in a palms clenched life instead of a palms open life. And when we live palms up and palms open, we allow for God, or whatever faith we believe in. For me, it's God, to come in and do his best work, remove the things from my life that should not be there, change me, mold me, okay? But I've been haunted by that saying, and I heard someone say it, let go of what you thought was going to happen. Let go of the career you thought you were going to have. Let go of the number of children you thought you would end up with. Let go of the age that you said you wanted to be married by. Let go of the relationship that you fought tooth and nail to have with your mother. Let it go of what you thought was going to happen. But that is not easy, but it is necessary. And I just wonder today how many of us are living palms clenched in that life, not letting go of some expectations, letting go of the way it was supposed to go. And my question to you today is, what is the it? What is the it? Because see, in this sentence, David, the it is the variable. And the variable always changes. Letting go of the way letting go of the way my marriage was supposed to go, letting go of the way my relationship with my best friend was supposed to go, letting go of the way my child was supposed to grow up, go. Letting go of the way my finances were supposed to look. Letting go of the status I was supposed to have, letting it go. Because the it there, that blank, it's a variable and it always changes. And then we're never really happy, right? Because it's always changing and there's always something that we thought it was supposed to go a certain way. And where did we get those rules? Where did we get the rules? Who made the rules for us? Society? God help us. Society also told us that we should have a thigh gap, and I'm living proof that don't happen. Society also said we should be married by this age, having children by this age, or your successful career by this age. I'm going to tell you what I hate. I hate when I come across a list of people who were successful by. Don't worry, Colonel Sanders wasn't successful until he was 50 years old. Don't worry, Oprah wasn't successful until she was 37. And then what happens when you're 51? And you can't even look forward to Colonel Sanders. Like, society, whether they intend to or not, lays out the way our life should go. And it just isn't true. It just isn't true. You're following rules that were never designated for you. You're following rules that were never, ever. The only one that makes rules for your life is you. Unless, of course, you follow Christ. And then he makes the rules. And you follow them obediently, if at all possible. So, just wanted to remind you all today to let go of the way that you thought it should go and to quit living like this and look for every opportunity to live like this. Because what happens if what you release comes back to you even better? What happens if what you thought, the way you thought it should go, you finally say no, you finally say it's okay, you finally release it, and then your world takes on a whole new meaning, a deeper meaning, a better meaning. You can check that out today at my Substack article. I'll be posting that online in all my different places so that you can register to be a part of that. It's an absolutely free email. Deep Thoughts with Melissa Radke.
And if you don't already receive it, I'll put a link in the description for this. But it is melissaradke.substack.com is where you can go directly. But I'll put a link as well.
Sorry about that. I just kind of took off on it, and I didn't mean to. But I just was thinking, and even in the shower just now, just thinking about it, and there are some things that I've got to let go of. I've got to let go of the way. I mean, I'm going to tell you the first one. I'll be totally honest with you guys. Remy. It wasn't supposed to go like this. And y'all may go, well, what's wrong with Remy? No, nothing. But see, when Remy was 7, I already had things planned out for her. When Remy was 9, I already had it lined out. When Remy was 13, I already knew what that child was going to be. And that's very normal. And if you're not a parent, you might not realize that's normal. But if you're a parent, you go, I identify with that. I identify with that. And it's not going that way. And that's called she's her own person. But it's throwing me a curve. And I'm ending up having to let go of the way I thought it was going to go. Because it isn't. And that's a healthier thing for her and I. And literally, to be honest with you guys, nothing has happened. The child is at camp. She doesn't even know I'm talking about this. She's having the time of her life. But it's in so many different areas of my life right now.
It's in a ton of areas. Another one I would say is probably your fingernails. Sometimes you just have to let go until the next time you go get your fingernails done.
David, I want to tell you about the ways I hate you, but I can't 'cause it's YouTube, and I think they'll cut me off when I talk about laying a pillow right over this halo. Are you dry belching?
No, I was breathing my last breath.
What are you doing?
I'm getting my fingernails in my head shot.
David! I already know I'm going with bubble bath. I'm going with bubble bath next time. Y'all, I made a reel for Instagram last night with my nails, and I picked up I got me a addiction going on. I got me an addiction going on with the mini Starbursts that are in the bag. Don't give me no Starbursts I got to take the paper off of. I can't believe we can put a man on the moon, but Starburst can't get paper that comes off easy. But anyway, the mini Starburst, y'all, I picked up the bag. My nails are the exact color. So that tells you right there I went in with food on the brain. I love those, but I like they're called they're only
reds.
Pinks and reds.
All reds or something like that.
Only pinks and reds. Woo, girl. I love those. And honestly, if you said to me, hey, Melissa, I'm running to the store. Do you want a snack? Don't bring me home a Reese's. My tastes are changing. That is the weirdest thing. I told that to Janet K. Yancey. I said, my tastes are changing, Janet. I don't want a Reese's anymore. And she went just like this. She went, she wasn't kidding because this is her real personality. I don't even know who you are. But it's the truth. If you said, I'm going to get a snack, what do you want? I would not want chocolate. I would want those dadgum Starburst.
I like them too. I can eat like 7 to 10 of them. They're small, when I say 7 to 10 of them. I can eat like a little handful of them, and then the wax exterior becomes the predominant flavor I'm tasting.
Honestly, I think that's why I like them, because I like to eat them when I'm reading my book. And man, I'm in a good one right now. I can't wait to tell y'all about it on Thursday. I like to eat them when I'm reading my book, and that waxy, it's good. I like it. It makes me feel like I'm chewing gum. I don't know how we got off on that. But anyway, you guys, we've been on here long enough. Thank you so much for letting us kind of log off this morning and hop back on for it so we could see your comments. We always thank you for being a part. Tomorrow is Wednesday. If you have any questions, you can send them in and we'll answer them. Otherwise, I think tomorrow we talk about books and podcasts and all that kind of good stuff. We talk about that tomorrow.
If you do have a question, send it to melissa@melissaradke.com.
Okay? And we are signing off. Love y'all. Bye. Did I hit end? My fingers are fat, David. That's why when I get older, I'm going to need a jitterbug phone.